In this video, I'll talk about top 5 most beautiful looking Linux desktop. My name is Mohammad Zubair and this channel is all about showing you how to become a highly paid IT pro really fast. So without any further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Deepin Linux. Deepin is the top Linux distribution from China and has its own desktop environment which is known as DDE. That is very clean, sleek, well polished and well thought out. This Linux distribution has a lot of similarities with Mac OS but is much more flexible. This Linux distribution looks very good from the first look on the desktop, and in terms of taskbar, we are given two options. Either we can go with the fashion mode and it will have a dock just like the Mac OS, or the other mode that is efficient mode and it will have a title bar like the Windows 10. You can dock your taskbar on any side of the screen by right clicking on your taskbar, and here you will be given 4 options. From going into location, here you have 4 of them. This Linux distribution has a vast library of vibrant themes and backgrounds. I'll show you some of them. I will right click on my screen. Here it says wallpapers and screensaver. So I'll just click on it. So these are some of the wallpapers and screensavers that we get in Deepin Linux, and we have huge number of wallpapers in here. In case if you want to go with screensaver, we also have some of them in here. Just keep clicking on this button and you will get more and more. Deepin Linux allows you to go with wallpaper slideshow. After some particular time, your desktop wallpaper will keep on changing. If I go with 30 seconds, now after 30 seconds, I'll have new desktop background and it will keep on happening until I uncheck this option. Now let's see what do we have in terms of the themes in this system. So I'll just go to my settings, which is right here, and after that I'll go to my personalization section. Here it is. In this one we have some of the themes, like we can go with the light, auto and dark. Not only that, we also have some of the accent colors. At the moment blue one is selected, you can go with either one here. Then you have your rounded corner for your applications. After that, we have some of the icons themes that we can choose for our Deepin Linux. So this is the list. You can choose anyone as per your liking. I'm going with Bloom Classic, and everything will get changed in here. Then we have some of the cursor theme that you can choose. Then we have some of the fonts that you can set for your system. You can increase the size. Then you have standard font. Then we have mono-spaced font for our system. So that was all about the backgrounds and themes. At the end, I will talk about the taskbar in some more detail. On the left bottom corner, we have the application launcher button. If you just click on it, it will launch all the application, and it is very beautiful because we do not have any unnecessary spacing between all these categories. And then in the center, we have some of the applications docked in here. And at the bottom right corner, we have some of the utilities that we can access with the single click. So that was all about the Deepin Linux, and now let's move on to the next Linux distribution. Number 2. elementaryOS. This Linux distribution is based on Ubuntu, and it is one of the most beautiful Linux distributions out there that you can find. It gives the Mac OS feel as it uses the Phantom desktop, which makes this Linux distribution more beautiful. So this distribution can be a good choice for you if you are coming from the Mac operating system and looking for a familiar work environment. This Linux distribution is simple, clean and flat, but in terms of customization, this distribution allows you to install the NVIDIA and AMD drivers with one click. And in terms of desktop backgrounds, we have many options. I will show you some of them. So these are some of the desktop backgrounds that you can choose and you can set for the desktop. After that, we have the appearance section. Here we have 2 themes that we can go with. The first one is the light one, which is by default, and then we have the dark one. After that, you have some of the accent colors that you can set for your system. The default one is the blue one, and then you also have some of the other options. Then you have some of the text option that you can set for your system. At the moment the size is 1, you can increase this size as well. Then you have your dock and panel. You can also customize this option as per your liking, and at the moment the icon size is the middle one. You can go with the large one and you can go with the smaller one as well, because as far as I know, most of the people like to have small icons on their desktop because they want to have more space onto their desktop to perform more work and organize their files in more efficient way. Then you have some of the multitasking that you can perform in this Linux distribution. So as we have seen till now, that everything looks very clean, very sleek, and everything is very beautiful. Not only that, this Linux distribution also allows you to have different desktops. At the moment we only have one. You can go with more than one as per your liking. So it shows that this Linux distribution is very customizable and offers a lot more flexibility and customization in terms of the user interface, and obviously in terms of having a lot of desktop wallpapers and different themes. And that was all about the elementary operating system. Number 3. Garuda Linux. Garuda Linux entered the world of Linux distribution with an excellent interface and outstanding design. This Linux distribution is based on Arch Linux, and it is a rolling release distribution that gives this distributions the latest software updates. And in terms of desktop environments, we get KDE, GNOME, and XFCE. This distribution aimed to be user-friendly and focusing on ease of use and performance. Just like Deepin Linux, Garuda also has Mac OS-like theme, and the things that makes this distribution a very beautiful one is the use of neon icons. As you can see, all the icons are transparent because it is using the neon theme. As Garuda calls itself the distribution for the gamer, so it also means that NVIDIA driver support is also available in this Linux distribution, and you can download almost every driver in it. Now let's talk about the interface of Garuda Linux. Well, we do not have a lot of things on the desktop. We only have some of the applications docked at the taskbar. And then we have some of the utilities at the top right corner that we can access with the single click. And here we have the application launcher button. Just click on it and you will have all the applications that are available in this Linux distribution. So here you can see the icons and the themes of application launcher is also pretty clean and very beautiful. Now I'll go to my settings and then we'll see what are different wallpapers and themes available in Garuda Linux. So I'll simply go to my system settings. Well, we have two themes available in here. The first one is the light theme, and then we have the darker theme. The light one is the default one. Then you also have the animation speed that you can set for your Garuda Linux, and then you have some of the other options in terms of the interface customization. Here we have appearance. If you go into this section offers you a lot more themes. We have 5 of them available. Select anyone as per your liking. Then we have application style, plasma style. Then we have different colors that we can set for our Garuda Linux. Then you can have fonts customization, icon, cursors, and many more things. So I have not seen any other Linux distribution that offers that much customization in terms of the user interface and themes. So that was all about the Garuda Linux, and I'm sure that you must have liked this one particularly. And now let's move on to the next one. Number 4. KDE Neon. When we talk about the beauty and stability, KDE Neon Linux possesses both qualities. This beautiful Linux distribution is based on Ubuntu. Neon KDE claims to provide the latest and greatest KDE software based on Ubuntu. It uses a flat-looking theme, and one of the strengths of KDE is that it provides a rock-solid desktop with cutting-edge features. As you can see, the desktop is very clean and sleek. On the taskbar, we have some of the applications docked here and some of the utilities on the right bottom corner. On the desktop, we do not get anything, and that makes the desktop very clean and beautiful. If you right click on your desktop, here you can do a lot of stuff. I'll go with add widgets first of all. If you click here, it will allow you to download and add different widgets onto your desktop, and obviously It will improve the usability, productivity, and obviously the beauty of this Linux distribution. Now I will right click and I'll go to my desktop and wallpapers. This Linux distributions offers you to change and have a lot of desktop backgrounds that you can select for your desktop. So here we have a vast list. Select anyone as per your liking and you are good to go. In case if you want to add more wallpaper or you want to set the one that you have just downloaded, just click on add image in here and it will allow you to add pictures and different images from your directories. You can also download different new wallpapers directly from here. Now let's see what do we have in terms of theme. So just like Garuda Linux, we have two themes in here. First one is light one, the second one is darker theme. And then again, we have some of the customization option that we can set as per our liking. And if you go with your appearance, here we have three more themes. Then we have application style, plasma style, colors, and obviously the fonts, icon, cursor, and many more things that we can select and customize as per our liking. So same like Garuda Linux, this Linux distribution also offers you to do a lot more customization in terms of the user interface and your desktop backgrounds. So that was all about this beautiful Linux distribution. And now let's move on to the last Linux distribution for this video. Number 5, Zorin OS. Zorin OS claimed itself to be the replacement for Windows and Mac OS. This Linux distribution gets shipped with the GNOME 3 desktop environment, and Zorin offers a Windows 10, 7 and Chrome OS inspired user experience in the free edition. You need to download its paid version for Mac OS, Mate or Ubuntu Look. After the installation of this distro, you will get the tour window. This tour window will have all the information about what you will get in this beautiful Linux distribution. So just click on it, keep clicking on next, and it will tell you and inform you about everything that you can get in this beautiful Linux distribution. After that, let's talk about the desktop. Well, the desktop is very clean as we do not have anything on it and everything is available on the taskbar. The icons are very refined and only a few and important ones are here. In the bottom right corner, we get some of the utilities. The application launcher is also very rich in terms of the user interface and everything looks very composed. This distro allows you to change the size of the taskbar and some other things related to it. So I will right click here. This is the taskbar setting. You can perform a lot of things in here. Here is the panel size, you can increase it, and after that you have position, behavior and actions related to your taskbar. Right click on your desktop and let's see what do we have in terms of the backgrounds and wallpapers. So here we have a huge library of desktop that we can use for this distribution, and if I say that this distribution offers the most number of desktop backgrounds, then it wouldn't be wrong. So select anyone as per your liking and you are good to go. So I will just get out of this and let's see what do we have in terms of the themes or different layouts. So I will just right click here. Here we have Zorin appearance. So here we have 4 layouts that we can select. This one is the default one at the moment, but if you go with this one, you will have tabs for your application. As you can see, we have the icons now, but now you will have the tabs for your applications. Then you will have GNOME type of desktop environment, and here we have Ubuntu type of desktop environment. These 4 layouts are free. If you scroll down, we get 4 more of them, but you will only get these layouts with the paid version. Then you have some of the themes. At the moment, we are going with the light one. You can go with the contrast of light and dark, or you can go with the dark one as well. Then obviously we have some accent colors. Then we can do some tweaks related to our interface. Obviously then we have our desktop. We can change the icon size in here, and at the end we have some of the fonts. If I were you, I would choose Zorin OS against any other Linux distribution if we talk about the user interface and different other aspects of a system. And with that, we are done with all the 5 beautiful Linux distributions. Please leave a like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.